Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news by geeks like you. If you're new to our show, we cover the geek news beat and we share our opinions. I'm your host, Chuck, and I have two co-hosts today. Say what's up to the people, Rakai.
Hello, Governor.
Say what's up to the people, Randy.
What it do?
Yeah. First stories first. We've been gone for a while, and things transpired over the weekend. Boy, so many things happened.
Goodness.
The first story, I think, is one of the biggest stories, is Bo DeMaio dropped a whole entire video discussing the allegations that Marvel has made against him, and his thoughts of what's going on there, and he's ready to fight Disney and Marvel if necessary. Well, fight Marvel for sure, Disney if necessary. What are y'all thoughts?
I'm with it because watching the whole video is like 30 minutes long. And normally I was like, can I get the highlights? Can I get the cliff notes? But I watched the whole video and having him lay out very succinctly, very calmly about all the allegations that not only raised at him, but all of the things that he brought up and all of these things that appear to be, if you believe his word, you know what I'm saying, were retaliatory. And I was like, oh, these dirty mother suckers. I was like, but when you going up against big corporations, especially Disney, or Marvel, I believe it. I believe him.
Yeah.
I believe it. And then how they try to minimize his role and what he did for X-Men. Nah.
Yeah. And I believe 100% of everything that he said. And that's why I'm always suspicious and leery when people leave projects and then they start to say things like they were difficult to work with. I'm
Yeah.
always leery about when any corporation issues that type of statement. So
Yeah.
I thought it was great, man. He was just so candid and so honest. And we talk about a lot of these things
Hmm.
that we speculate happens behind the scene. And it was just, I mean, cathartic and I think good for him to tell his truth out there and for the public to see, like, really what are the machinations that go on behind the scenes and things. What Disney or Marvel have done for him, allegedly, is wrong. It's just flat out
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. And it seems like there were a team of producers against
Hmm.
him. Like one
It's like a whole system that's against
then
him.
so they came against him.
Yeah.
It was like everybody picked sides. We're gonna pick these two veterans that have been doing this for a long time, and it's because he wouldn't concede to doing the things they wanted him to do. Like he was like, I'm not gonna have my characters. I'm not gonna have Jubilee spit fireworks out her mouth and
Right. And
flip
have a
off
middle
people.
finger up in the sky or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
I'm not gonna do that. I mean, that's not who she is.
Yeah.
I'm keeping true to what the comic books made her, and I'm not gonna change that for you guys.
And why would you be mad at somebody for wanting to adhere to the source material? These are the big complaints that we
Okay.
have about a
Yes.
lot of shows now. And
It
they didn't want to adhere to the source material, which I just do not get.
because I'm gonna tell you, as a producer, just as a producer, every producer wants to leave their mark.
Mhm.
And this is a way to leave my mark. I made him change that character. You know when she flipped off Magneto and she spit fireworks in his face? I made that happen. I made her a new and better character for that. And
Yeah, but
that comes as a pin on my resume.
yeah, but it never goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? No producers also out there saying, "Yeah, well, I changed this character." Well, that character sucked. That was the worst character in the whole show. They don't do that. That's what they need to do. No, you want to put your mark on it? Put your mark on it. As a matter of fact, you want to put your mark on it? How about you create something original?
That's
Oh,
not what producers have to do. My
yeah.
job is to take what's already given to me and make it better. And that's how I make it better.
Well,
I
then they're
make it
not
But they
better.
actually
don't, and they
producing.
fail at it really badly. Like,
They don't care. It's not, it doesn't matter if
I
I
get it.
fail or not. It's another notch of something I did to get promoted to the next level.
And that's why we need creators and showrunners like Bo DeMayo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's
And
just something that's done. I even like the fact he got personal and candid about that one producer who went to his page with their young child to
mhm.
look at his thirst traps and then write him up over that like it was his fault. And he said it was my thirst traps on my personal Instagram. It was me and my swim trunks and stuff. That's a thirst trap, but that's fair. We thought it was like on the OnlyFans page, whatnot. And apparently that never happened. That was
Nope.
all made
You
up.
know, and then not only that though, the thing is because he deemed it inappropriate, like this is not 2025. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do over there, what you do at your house, that's your business.
Yeah,
I bet any woman who worked there who had some thirst trap pictures on her personal site, I bet she didn't get written up. It's
of
because
course
he
not.
personally liked it. But he didn't like what this man had to go. Why are
It
you
was a
even on his
setup.
page there?
It
But
was a setup.
yeah, I
And why
mean,
would you
no, I
take your
get that.
child to like something with adult, potentially adult
Because
content
that
to
pro-
look at?
It
Like,
was
that's
because
just
that
his
just,
producer
Instagram
just
page.
got back from Epstein Island. He
yeah,
don't
cause
care.
that's just creepy to me anyway. I wouldn't even do something like
It was
that.
just his Instagram page. It's what
Yeah,
I needed to do to get him written up.
yeah, like it was just all bad, and I just don't like it because it's the whole systemic approach to trying to really destroy him and
Hmm.
taking away his credits and all
Yeah.
of those things,
I
man.
just hope, I just hope that he has plenty of documentation where he went to them because they're gonna spin it and turn it
For
and
him to make
before.
this statement, it was approved by his lawyers. They are
Hmm.
ready for the
Yeah,
battle.
that's what I was gonna say. I know he didn't
They are
taking his time
prepared.
off.
They
Like
are
this
prepared.
30-minute video he dropped. I know that his lawyers then went over every inch of it and made
Right.
sure that everything he
Oh yeah.
said. No, no,
They
you
probably helped write
good.
the script
You
for it. They
good.
probably wrote
Yeah,
the script for it
you
for him.
And
good.
he really was careful with what he said. He was really
Yes.
specific and targeted in the
Yes.
language that he used,
Yes.
what he
Yes.
could say and what he couldn't.
And the
So
thing is,
Yes.
I love how he said, yeah, I ain't even said all I could say. I ain't even drop receipts. Like, what did K Dot say? What Kendrick Lamar said? Yeah, you got the You got the right day, but the wrong one, or whatever. The right occasion, but the wrong one. You didn't. Okay. Bo's like, oh,
Revolution will be televised. She picked the right one, the right day, but the wrong one.
yup.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then I think it's smart for him to actually have this conversation with the audience because there's been a
Yeah,
lot of slander about him.
right,
We haven't really seen anything released about the slander. Like nobody can source where it came from. It just all of a sudden appeared.
right.
And
And when you don't say something,
yeah,
sometimes people take that as an admission of guilt.
yeah,
Like if it was
yeah.
something real, he would have said something. So I'm glad he got out there and put his truth out there.
Yeah, and not only that, it lets you know how the machine operates. There was
Hmm.
some producers and Marvel conspiring against him. They probably had the Marvel higher ups in their hand, and he
Hmm.
couldn't talk to them to defend themselves. They let him go before he could defend themselves. And the Marvel higher ups are in the hands of the Disney higher ups, and they told them, "Well, we had to let him go because of this, this, and this." So they probably truncated the lies on top of it, like
Yeah.
the lie to cover up the lie.
And it's sad, not only sad because they're treating a human being this way. It's also sad because the show is absolutely outstanding.
Yes,
Outstanding.
yes.
It's been the best. It's been the best Disney Plus show that's been released
Hmm.
Yeah.
easily.
Easily.
And you know what's really sad is that they may change season two because of this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they changed stuff in it in
Just
order to erasure of him.
but at this thing, you know what I'm saying? From the time he let go, though, everything, whatever happened to it, is out of his hands.
Yeah,
It's out of his hands. Go with God. It's out of his hands.
It
So
is.
at
yep.
this point, whatever they do to it, somebody trying to make their mark, I'm gonna change this character, make this character. Well, have you read in the comic books? No. Well, do you know anything about this character?
See,
No, not really, but I don't understand why
yeah.
they would wear that. I'm just
I
gonna
want to get
change it.
my Miss Silly on Disney. Like, ain't nothing right gonna go about you till y'all do
Hmm.
right by Bo.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
So,
mean, we're not gonna get a Blade movie because of that,
Nah,
probably too.
well, I mean,
Bo's the reason we're not getting a Blade movie.
I mean, but from what I was understanding, all the rewrites and stuff like that, they had, 75 rewrites and stuff because they wanted to write some old trash ass script.
Well, they took
Um,
his script and rewrote it. He
you
was the
mean like,
writer of the Blade movie.
yeah, but they said they weren't going to do that. They
They weren't
yeah, they
gonna
done
do
rewrote
chopped
that.
that.
that up a
Mm-hmm.
billion times. And
Mm-hmm.
Marvel didn't want
I
to do
bet,
a Blade
I bet,
movie anyway.
I bet his script was clean
I
I
bet
too.
it was
bet you was
fire.
too. I bet you was too.
I bet his
I
script
hope it
was the
leaks on the
reason
internet
Mahershala
somewhere in
signed on.
some
It's like,
way.
oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I
Yeah,
hope it links on the internet somehow, some way, and somebody makes a fan film from it.
yeah. But
You
Disney
know?
didn't want to do it. If Disney wanted to make a Blade movie, they would have made a Blade movie.
Yeah, they don't
And
really
that's
want to
the
No,
do it.
but it's all the disrespect. I mean, Blade
yeah.
still saved the damn company. Gets
Saved
disrespect.
it
You know,
Yeah,
I
one hundred
mean,
that's
percent.
Marvel.
I mean,
That's
outside
Marvel.
of Avengers, you know what I'm saying? They don't celebrate Black Panther the way he does. It
Mm-hmm.
would make us hold on to, Chadwick passed away. We're honoring his. We didn't had 95 Batmans, 1,400 Supermans, 37 Spider-Mans, but Black Panther, no, no, we can't do that one.
Right.
We need one to make
Yeah,
that damn movie in the first place. We can't
yeah, they
believe
did.
it
They
went
didn't
Oh,
want
over
to
they
make the
didn't
first
want
one.
to. The
Yeah,
They
I
didn't.
chairman
already know.
is on record. Yeah, he's like, nah,
Yeah,
we
they
don't want
didn't.
to
They
make
didn't
it.
want. They didn't
Nobody's
want to
gonna go
make
see
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's gonna go see it. Yep.
It won't sell in China. We can't sell black people in China. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
BS because like the NBA is huge in China.
Hmm.
It's huge. Kobe was huge in China.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little bit different though. Just a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And and a lot of our music artists are huge over there too, but it's a little because there'll be people who are racist as the day is long, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I love that I love that Michael Jackson or whatever." You'd be like, "You do know he's black, right?" That some of them they don't see as black. Like
Yeah.
they transcend color all of a second. I was like, until
I
a police car
yeah.
gets behind them, then all of a sudden they transform back into black people. I don't know
Yeah.
how that
I'm
works.
just saying it's not that rule that like a lot of black people don't translate well overseas. It's just not true. We've
Well,
got
It's not true.
evidence
It's not
to
true
well,
we've
anywhere.
got yeah, we've
no,
got evidence to demonstrate.
we know that, but it's easy for people who don't know anything about those markets and know anything about those
Yeah.
countries, it's
Right.
easy for the people who run the to run the media and run the machines to tell you, oh yeah, and
Right.
that's why we took him off the poster because nobody wants to see him prominently on the poster
Right.
and
Yeah, John
no,
Bodega.
yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Ugh.
Yeah,
I
so
hate yeah. But man, good
yeah,
luck to Bo. I
yeah.
I, I really want
So
to see him.
I don't want to put
See,
all the blame
DC
on
should come
Disney.
snap him up.
Yeah, I
their
want to put all
movies
the
might
blame
actually
on
be
Disney
good
that
then.
this is a Marvel Studios problem that
Yeah,
led
it's a
up into
systemic
Disney.
problem. Yep.
Yeah. So Marvel Studios needs to fix their shit.
I know
Um,
James Gunn ought to come get him. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
my boy.
yeah. Yeah, James Gunn should come get him.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Scoop him up.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yep.
you can tell like he cares about the content,
That's
the
about the content.
characters. Yeah.
That's what hurts me the most
Me
is
too.
that he really cares about the content. And he was like beyond my physical identity, not to play me because he didn't play identity politics at the very
Mm-mm.
end of that. And he brought up they don't like the fact that I'm black and I'm gay, and they have something against me being that. And I'm a buff black gay but a man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And yeah, he cares about them deep. That's all he cares
Yeah.
about is the
Yeah.
actual work. And
Yeah.
especially after seeing like a mashup of like a lot of Marvel projects where the writers are out there saying, I never read a comic book. I never read
Oh
any of
my
the other
God.
things. I haven't seen
Yeah.
Marvel movies, you know? And
Yeah.
here's a
Mm-hmm.
guy who takes
Mm-hmm.
that level of detail to be true to the source material. And it's just like, ugh.
Yep. It's another way
And
to
the thing is, it's also a lesson to let you know if you don't assimilate, if you don't become part of the status quo, they will crush you. And it wasn't
mm-hmm.
about it wasn't he wasn't woke and all this other, which is a term I absolutely hate because people just use that as a dog
I
whistle word. I absolutely hate it because even the people that say it, they'll tell you, you watch these street interviews and people say, I think you're misogynistic. Yeah, really? What does that mean? Uh, and that's the same thing about woke. They'll say it, they have no idea what the term
I love the
even
word. I just don't
remotely
like to.
means.
I just like a certain group of people that use it, misuse it. I
I
think
don't
it's a
know, because
really
I've even heard some of us misusing it now because they use
yeah,
it just
yeah,
like
yeah.
them other
I
folks
don't
and just
consider them they didn't whatever. I don't.
well, yeah, it's
Yeah,
all skin folk ain't your kin folk. No, I
Oh,
get it.
yep.
yeah. Speaking not only that, speaking of wokeness, the Super Bowl,
That was a
the
transition.
Kendrick
It's a
show.
hell of a
Yeah,
transition.
yeah.
Go ahead. Do your
The Kendrick
thing. Do your
All
show.
my life I had to fight. No.
Right. People some people loved it, some people hated it, and some people didn't know what the hell they were watching.
Of course they didn't.
And I think that's every Super Bowl show. Everybody talks about these tremendous Super Bowl shows. So I did the thing that most people don't do. Go back and rewatch the Super Bowl shows, halftime shows.
Man, it's like three good Super Bowl
It's
shows.
They're
trash.
all not good.
I don't know.
Trash.
I think the best thing I've seen, to be honest with you, is Beyonce's Christmas show.
I dug the Prince show and I dug the Michael Jackson
The
show.
I
Prince
mean,
show
you
was
go back and
great.
watch them now. Those shows are boring too. Michael sat on stage for 2 minutes, and he's just Michael
That was the
Jackson.
genius of it though. Like he
Yeah.
literally stood there for
And,
two
And he's
minutes.
like, it don't
we
matter. I'm
know,
still getting paid.
we know all that. But as a show performance, a spectacle, you had fake dudes pop up on the thing. Prince played a guitar, the show.
Man,
Prince
I
gave
know.
a show that he
But
normally
now,
gives.
now
I've
to
been to
be
six
fair,
Prince concerts, and
to
he gave,
to
and those were way better than his show.
I'm not saying they're not, but
The
the
to
way
Prince
to
show
people
was
are
dope.
talking is they wanted Beyonce level Coachella, a Lollapalooza type of show in 13
this ain't that.
minutes.
This ain't
And
that.
but that's how everybody talks. Most people walk around the stage with dancers behind them. They all do the same things. And occasionally they have fireworks.
The Usher show was dope. I like the Usher show, man.
Walked around
Now,
stage, did a little bit of dancing with fireworks behind it.
Yeah. You know.
now to be fair, two things.
Uh-huh.
The Prince show was 2007. That was 18 years ago. And Prince, his performance was a tour de force.
And
It
what made
was
it dope was the
Prince.
rain.
Yeah,
Rodney said in the chat, in the
yeah,
rain.
yeah.
That's what
When he
made it the
started
most
playing
dope.
Purple
The
Rain,
rain
yeah,
came down when Purple Rain came on.
yes, the
But
Lord
that was the
open the
culmination.
skies. Yeah, but I mean, but he
Yeah.
gave a great Prince show,
Right.
not a spectacle. He gave a great print show
Yeah.
before that. Michael Jackson, that was 1993, dog. That was
Yeah.
33 years ago, 32
I
years ago.
hear that. I
And
hear that.
the first show that became this new era of Super Bowl shows was 1991, and that was a Disney run show that was trash. It was trash. It's a small world after all. Like it's absolute.
Yep.
They had
I saw it.
17,000 people on the field. It was
Yeah.
absolute trash. Mike was the first one that was like, no, no, we need to bring this up to the
Mm-hmm.
MTV level of spectacle, whatever. And they got the right one, and he put on a phenomenal show
Yeah.
because
Did a Michael Jackson
Michael
show.
Jackson. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did a Michael Jackson show. Now, it wasn't until later that you get some other stuff. I've seen several people the last few days that have, ranking shows, and the rankings are absolutely trash.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they had but they wanted that's what they wanted. They want Lady Gaga swinging and trapeze and all kinds of
Trash.
shit. Um, they had they ranked even though it's funny that when it came out, they hated it and it got so many complaints. It was super controversial, but they ranking the Shakira and J Lo super high
Trash.
now. All of a
Yeah.
sudden,
This is a trash show. I
and
saw that show and was
I
like,
heard people say that they didn't like the Kendrick Lamar because people didn't know them songs and white people didn't know them songs. Who gives a shit? He wasn't. Just think about this: the Super Bowl cost $8,000 a ticket. Ain't nothing but rich people in there anyway. They probably have no idea outside of they not like us. They have no idea who this dude is. It's a hip hop dude on stage. Ain't nobody in there that can actually afford a ticket besides the athletes. So
yep.
that wasn't for them. That was for the 133.5 million people at home or whatever to get with that and rock with that show. And on that stage, on what he did, the hidden messages, the subliminals, that show was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Now, is it Usher on roller skates? No, it ain't that shit. It's not what we doing out here.
Man, I went
Bruno
back and looked
Mars
at
gives a great show. Bruno Mars gives a great show. Bruno Mars has been on 17 times. Hell, they even had Justin Timberlake on after he pulled out and exposed Janet Jackson. They still brought his ass back.
man, I went back to looking for the Aerosmith and NSYNC
Trash.
show. And it was not that good. The U2 show was not that good.
Wait, who was the show that it was a good show, but then they had the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Like, what the hell are they doing here? Like, was it a Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers was there? It's
I don't
like,
remember.
this is so uneven. Like, what? Yeah, I think it was
The
Bruno
Tom
Mars.
Petty and the Heartbreaker show.
Yeah, that
Wait a
was
The
minute,
Bruce
wait a
good.
minute, wait a
Springsteen
minute.
show.
They had Chris Martin and Coldplay. I was like, who the
Hmm.
hell?
Yeah, that
The
was
Remember
what
they
a
had,
couple years. Yeah.
remember they had the Who,
The
the
Black Eyed
Who,
Peas.
the Who's in their early thousands.
Yeah.
The Black Eyed Peas.
I
I
was like,
thought this is
Usher,
top.
Slash.
the Who was playing their songs, and I was like, oh, who turned on CSI? I didn't.
I
And
thought
then
the Kendrick show's top
then it
three.
was the Lung Show with Madonna. Madonna had LMFAO, Nicki Minaj, MIA, CeeLo Green.
She
They
had
had a bunch of
74
drum
people on it.
lines.
Yeah,
And it was
Yeah,
like,
that was
okay,
terrible. That was terrible. That was
yeah.
you
terrible.
know.
So where do you rank? What about the Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop, 50?
I thought it was just no, it was worse than Kendrick's show. People were
Oh,
like, it was better than
absolutely.
Kendrick's. It's like, no, it's not.
Hell
They
no.
were in the trailer park the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Like,
I got
like
the
Kendrick went
Kendrick on his
across the
top.
whole entire field.
Yeah, I got it as top three.
Yeah,
I
Kendrick
got Prince
did a
and Michael
gamer
on the
show.
only
He
person I
had
got above it is Prince and Michael.
With the PlayStation remote,
Yeah, the PlayStation remote was
Yeah.
great. How everybody was in X.
game
He said you could
over.
take one life away.
Yeah.
And that's a Triple Extensions logo. And
You
that
got Uncle
everybody was in
Sam. You
white.
got
and
Samuel Jackson starting it off as Uncle Sam. Man,
yeah,
it was dope.
yeah.
It was
And
dope.
that was a jab at Drake because
Hold on,
Drake was
hold
like,
on.
"Bring your uncle."
Hold on. How about having Drake's ex-girlfriend out there sea walking on his grave?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I think she was going to be there anyway because
You know.
she wanted to be on the stage during his pop out show. And she wasn't
You
really on the
know.
stage.
It was
Yeah.
so many things with the thing, her being there, the
Hey,
messages that you
just
could take
just
away.
just
It
me,
was
and
just
I know
dope.
people probably gonna get in the comments and say what they say. I was like, but you can't lie. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all just don't want to say nothing. It's just like when we heard the allegation about R. Kelly. We knew. When you heard the
The
allegation
lights
about
flashing on the
Diddy, you
controller.
knew.
Yep.
What
Rodney said it. The
what
lights flash.
what
It is such a good job.
what
It
has
was a
Serena done to
nerdy
her
ass
face?
show. It was like black geeks unite.
What's Serena do to her face?
What?
She got too much money, dog. What did the plastic surgery? What has she done to her face? Like she was hanging out with Lil Kim or something. Just dog,
Botox, baby. Everybody
dog,
shooting up.
dog.
Everybody,
That shit is
everybody shooting
strong,
up the
man.
Botox.
You
Her
remember
and
that show?
SZA. Her and
You remember
SZA
that
look
show,
alike now.
Beauty and the Beast? Like
Her
when
and
Ron
SZA like
Perlman was
sisters.
playing the Beast.
Yeah, back in the
That's what.
90s.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
she looked
yeah.
like. She looked like
Her face looks stiff as hell.
she
Her
damn
her
near
and
turned
SZA
and
both.
growled and shit. And I jumped. I was like, oh shit, Mufasa.
Hey, I just thought the whole show was just great. I just did. It's
It
top three
was.
to me. It's
It
top three
was.
to me
Yeah.
easily.
It was a really, really good show.
I think it's the most impactful show ever.
Yes.
Ever.
I love the fact that he avoided making eye contact with the camera until he
Until.
said, "Say Drake." He literally avoided eye contact with the camera until it got to that one
I need
scene.
you.
He's
I
like,
need you to
I want
feel
y'all
this part.
perfectly frame me. I'm going to stare dead into the camera.
But then again, the show was for me.
What I learned though, he is at the Petty Museum. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
the main attraction.
Yeah,
at
he's
the Petty
gold
Museum.
medals. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the Michael Phelps of pettiness.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, not only that, he bumped 50 Cent to a smaller gallery in the same museum.
yes. Like 50, you go over there. This is the ultimate level of petty.
Petty, I don't know. 50 pretty goddamn petty.
But he's
Oh,
not like
50's
this
hella
petty,
petty,
though.
but that right
He's
there,
not this level of petty.
No, man.
dog,
50 pretty damn petty.
You know,
No,
because
it's like-
he didn't have to say his name. And they
Yeah.
he said, no, I'm going to say it. I'm going to stare into the camera. I'm going to make sure y'all capture all of this.
And the only reason I say it is because, like, not only will 50 be petty on a show, he'll be petty on social media, on the Power Universe, on you. 50 pretty damn petty, man.
yeah, 50 petty everywhere
50 is mad because Big Meats took a damn picture
with Rick Ross.
with Rick Ross, dog. He took a picture.
Hey, I don't blame him.
He
We're gonna
fired
go
his
into
son.
We got going to crosstalk, Randy. We got going to the
Go ahead,
crosstalk.
I was just saying, 50 Cent pretty damn petty, man.
Pretty petty, bro.
Rodney, can we go into crosstalk right now? Thank you all for tuning in to Geek Beast. We only talked about two things today. We talked about petty dudes and 50
bruh.
Cent,
petty,
and but I think the king of petty is Kendrick right now.
Kendrick is the king
Baby
of-
right now.
They
but
said rumor is Kendrick may drop another single on Friday, and I was like, he drop another one. Oh, it's gonna be ugly.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because Drake is dropping an album with
Party Next Door,
which is funny because he didn't put Party Next Door on the shelf forever. Party ain't had an album in forever.
But
So
hasn't allowed him to release a power.
Yeah, now Drake needs a foil. He needs somebody else to come out and like.
So
If you say something, you're not saying it's not my album. That's Party Next Door's album. I just jumped on a few tracks.
Yeah, it's all right because if Kendrick drops in another track, if Kendrick listens to that Party Next Door album, says boom,
I actually
and
think
it starts all over again.
I don't want to see it all over again. I don't know. I feel
I
like
do.
Kendrick's
'Cause
done.
this is fun.
I think Kendrick's just destroyed him.
Kendrick
to a
got
level.
like 10 more albums. He's ready. He's
Like-
got. He's got.
That's what I said.
He's got the
Game Over up there
magazines
for a
loaded.
reason.
That's
He's
what I'm
got the
saying. Game
magazines.
over, right?
He put
It's
Game
like
Over there for a reason.
if I beat you so badly, why do you need a rematch? Like I don't
Because you
think he
keep
needs
asking for it. You keep asking for it.
No,
I told
and
you
you
not
know-
to come back. I said game was over. And then you come back on another dude's album to diss me?
Yeah, and you know how it go in the streets when you have a battle like that.
You know
do
what
you
I'm
let
saying?
him?
You try
do
to
you let
sucker
him
punch me again?
Yeah. Do you let him live and regain his strength to come back and get you later? No. You put him down.
He's already put down. I mean,
I was gonna say he's
no,
he's
he's
down,
he's not
down.
permanently
Y'all
down.
look at it all wrong. Y'all look at it wrong.
K-Dot is
Yeah.
the greatest battle rapper of all time. Like, there's
That's
nothing,
why
there-
Drake
there-
is coming for him on Friday.
There is no other level that you can get to.
I don't know how well.
No,
she
you're
did.
talking about a dude whose pride will not allow him to concede defeat.
He
Yeah.
can think what he wants. It don't matter what he think. I mean, the culture has deemed it
No, there's still a
destroyed.
bunch of stands out here that, you know what I'm saying? Like these dummies that Kendrick shouldn't have performed. That was trash. They should have had Lil Wayne on. What do you think that
man, there's
dumpster
always-
fire would have been?
There's always gonna be a couple of those. That's like Ja Morant walking up to LeBron talking trash. Like, it's no.
Yeah.
No. Ja's good, but no, it's done. It's a wrap. There's
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
just nothing left to beat.
Beyonce's trash. Y'all need to have a real artist out there like Sexy Red. You know what? Go play in traffic.
Now,
definitely.
Now, that's not to say that like some young buck, 5-6 years from now might challenge Kendrick's throne, but Drake doing it,
Yeah,
that's a wrap.
Drake
Now,
is coming back.
Some other young Thundercat, I can absolutely see that because all old lions have to die. All of them.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nobody's hip, and that's including Kendrick.
Mufasa was run over by the wildebeest. It happened.
Anybody can get it in these hip hop streets.
Yes, that's true. That is.
I just
fact.
don't think Drake is coming back.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be Drake. Yeah,
It don't even
Drake's coming
resonate,
back, baby.
It don't even
Drake is coming
resonate.
back.
But you know what would be kind of cool though? Just for the sake of story, if Drake like brings up some young Thundercat, and then that dude gets Kendrick, just for the sake of story. I like story. That could be dope, like the Empire Strikes Back kind of thing.
I think Drake still got too much pride. He like still,
He ain't gonna let nobody else do that.
McConan,
what are you talking about?
McConan,
He's not that
Party
guy.
Next Door, like all these dudes.
He's
he has
not that
sabotaged
guy.
other people's career to steal from them.
Everybody he signed, he has not let them release.
He has
They
stolen
made
all their
music for
material.
him where he sound like them. He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
I just don't see it.
Let me hear your new album. Whatever
Yeah,
they
me
released,
either.
that's now his reference tracks.
Yeah, that's his reference.
And
track.
I can't even hear somebody saying, "Oh yeah, nah, Drake is back." Like everybody's like, "Nah."
Yep.
Arguably,
it's
Back
over.
what? Back in court? Back
That's what I'm
suing?
saying. So
That
like,
is,
why
that
would
is the most
Kendrick?
sucker move of all.
Why would
Hey,
Kendrick
he
have
a
to come
sucker.
at him again? Like Drake is done. He's
let
done.
me tell
now.
y'all something. Drake came on and said, "Joe Budden, I got something for you and everybody else." And Joe Budden said, "Today, why would I ever want to face a corpse?"
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, you've been eviscerated. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not
Look,
coming back. Nobody's
done,
like,
son.
That
nobody's
halftime
checking
show-
for Drake
This
in
halftime show
the
had
comeback.
That halftime show had 133 million viewers. Outside of the moon landing,
Jackson.
it is the highest viewed piece of media. Not just halftime. This is the second highest viewed piece of media on the planet. Like, no,
He's
Drake
not coming
ain't coming back from that, man. There's no coming back from that.
It's
I
over.
was off of Hollywood Boulevard watching it, and people stopped their cars in traffic and came over and watched it from into the bars.
You know, the only other thing that I've heard that people did, I think, wasn't it the series finale of Seinfeld? I think people did that. Like they
In
like
Times
damn near
Square.
shut down Times Square. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What
It's
were you
over.
doing in Hollywood Boulevard?
I was at a
Okay.
sports bar Sunday.
I did not know Courtney was on here. I was like, what the
Yeah.
God?
Watch the Super Bowl. And check this out. The bar that I was in,
I knew God was female.
You don't see me?
the bar that I was in, 2 minutes in the halftime show, the power went out.
Mm.
So we
That sound like
ran
a
to the
setup.
bar next door
That sound
to
like a hater.
watch it. We were all like, "Oh, what's going on?" They're like, "We don't know." They're like,
Drake
"The
is
power
shutting-
grid
shutting
shut
it down."
And so we went to the bar next door, and by halfway through the third quarter, they had it back on. And we came back in. They were like, "Everybody, here's free drinks and free food on us."
Well,
Yeah.
A lot of people
that
skipped
worked out
that
nice.
on their bills, and they're like, "Everybody, free food, free drinks on us."
Free marketing.
Then they
But-
played the halftime show right after the Super Bowl came off, and tons of people came into the bar. It was really nice. It was really
Damn.
fun.
Well, hell, they could have played at
I wanna
halftime
know
because the
about
game
his
was already
jeans.
over.
Can we talk about the jeans? Because I was like, what?
The
Where did
Celine
these jeans come
jeans?
from?
Hey,
Those
Hey.
Celine.
They cost what, like $1,100?
hey, but for that whole,
I swear,
for that
I put
whole,
those jeans in friggin' Goodwill about
For that
15
whole
years
s-
ago.
I was
That
just
whole
about to
super
ask. I was
bad-
like,
that
I
whole
remember
Super
that like
Bowl
way back in the
performance.
day being the gym.
yeah, how Kendrick gonna come out as a bad bit? Like, you know what I'm saying?
$1,200.
Yeah,
And
I thought I read
Hey,
something like that. Like, yeah,
They was
$1,200 for those
jagged. They
jeans.
was painting on his thighs though. Like, dog.
I was like,
Even-
listen,
he
them
said
some
he's doing his
ladies' jeans.
squats.
I was
He
like,
said
where I
he's
get
doing
them
his
jeans
squats.
from?
He said he's
Yeah.
doing
Let me
his
get some of
squats.
them.
and then they turn into bell bottoms. I was like, he's
I
ready to
know.
accept his award at the player haters ball. Yes, I hate you, and I hate everything about you. Like, yeah.
Well, you can't find them anymore. They're sold out.
Yeah.
Of course they are, because they were hot back when
Crazy.
they, were in.
Yeah, he was like,
That's
"Send
crazy.
And they cost $1,200.
He probably need to have the
$1,200
Gap or
sold out.
Levi's hollering at him because they probably selling out of Canadian tuxedos too after his win at the Grammys. Like,
Well, you heard what he did with the shoes was the DT Air Max 97s.
The Deion Sanders, right?
No, they were something else. They weren't Deion's. They were something else.
Okay,
talking about the
so.
shop.
DT Max.
The
Well,
shop.
anyways, the resale went up 450% the next day.
Yep.
Kendrick factor.
and
Yeah,
he's, you know,
Deion.
he's got was it Not Like Us and it's something else. Is number 1 and 2 on a Billboard Hot 100.
Of course it is.
And Drake's highest individual streaming song is the one where it's a collaboration with him and Kendrick.
Trick, don't tell me.
it's-
Was that it?
Man,
I forgot which
my
one it
brother
was.
had to explain to my mother what the Crip Walk was.
That would have been funny to be in the room to hear that go down.
Right?
That's
It's a
Like, I had to
colloquial
explain
traditional
that.
dance done by Negroes in the Compton area.
The
So
tribal
you mean to
wars
tell me,
going on.
you mean to
in
tell me these
Compton
stone
area.
cold killers and gangsters is doing dances? Is that the break thing? There's the breaking thing, baby.
man.
Yeah.
I love it.
I remember
So-
when Serena did it during the during
Wimbledon, right?
And
They
people
do.
were losing their mind.
Yeah.
And folks was like, and black folks was like, well, technically it's a cultural dance. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
Are
talked
you-
about that. She
Yeah.
said I
She's
would have
like,
got
cultural
fined
dance.
a lot more.
Them white people probably said it
yeah.
was
But
witchcraft.
she only
That's
did
what-
it a little bit.
And that's why I
She
thought
didn't
it
even
was
go
big
hard.
for her to do it at the Super Bowl. Like, you know, this is another
Yeah.
Just
big
a cultural
moment.
She
dance.
like, I'm
Yeah.
retired. I can do what I want to do.
Yeah. So
yeah, that part too. I'm like,
Yes.
I married a billionaire. I don't need this.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm doing
but
this
when
because I
billionaire.
can.
She was
She's a billionaire that
sea
married a
walking. I was like,
Yeah.
get it, so, get
billionaire
it,
married to a
Sarabi.
billionaire.
You're
And then
absolutely
Stephen A.
correct.
Smith,
Yeah.
he had the nerve to come in and was
He's
like,
don't.
if I was married to
He's
her,
clown
I'd have
shit.
divorced
Yeah, he's a
her
clown.
for coming
He's
out here and doing
He's a
that.
clown. He's a
He's a-
clown.
Me and Chuck were literally just talking about it.
Yeah,
He's
he's the
the
king
I
of
thought you
hot
about to
takes.
say Randy.
He had the best response. He was like, yeah, okay.
I thought you were about
Here,
to
let me
say
go ahead
that,
and put this
Randy.
clip on my feed. for
I'm
you to-
trying to, you know, I don't want us to get deplatformed, so I'm gonna be good.
I thought you were about to say that, Randy. It's all good.
What'd he
It's
say?
all good.
I was about to
Randy,
say some things about Stephen A. Smith, but I ain't gonna say it.
he's
like
gonna
I
call him
said.
a little mammal, a little
Yes, a
rodent
little
creature.
mammal.
He's gonna call him a little rodent
Oh.
creature.
Oh, the ones that wear the mask.
The one that
Yeah.
wears the mask.
Oh yeah. hmm
Yeah.
That
The
mammal.
bandit.
Words that rhyme with things like soon.
Right. And
Yeah.
buffoon.
Oh no!
Buffoon.
Oh no!
Buffoon.
Oh, yeah.
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 He's a
You know what I'm saying?
buffoon.
You get you a rack of lambs or a rack of coon.
God.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
Speaking of rack of lambs, what show are we going to be reviewing
I
today?
That
don't
was
even
an
know how that
interesting
segue
transition.
even works.
How
I don't
did
even know
that
how
become
that.
a
I'm,
segue?
Interesting
I'm so
transition.
confused on how that works. I don't rack of shit. I don't know what that was. Anyway, we decided to put new eyeballs on a classically controversial and maligned project.
You got the popcorn bucket?
you damn right. I
Yeah.
got the popcorn bucket.
Yep.
We did. So we decided to put in celebration for the new Captain America Brave New World movie that is coming out, we're putting new eyeballs on Disney Plus's Marvel's The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Does it still hold up? Do we look at it differently a few years ago when it first came out? Or is it a better project now? We're going to talk about it. So
Yeah, everybody's making fun of me, clowning me for wanting that popcorn bucket. And
I
was
want that
like,
popcorn button too.
It looks
yeah,
dope.
That's
It
pretty
does.
cool.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
whole shield.
Look, yo, look how
No,
big
that
this
is
one Look how
huge.
big, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
That's a
Yeah.
big popcorn
Yeah.
bucket.
Yeah.
Big ass
I'm
popcorn
for
bucket.
sure getting
I'm
that
getting
tomorrow.
that. I'm getting
Yeah.
that tomorrow.
Only
I
AMC, from my
wouldn't have been
understanding,
able
it's
to keep
only AMC.
myself from
It's in
throwing that
AMC.
shit in the theater. Somebody
Throw
got
it at
hit upside the
somebody's
head, yeah, and got popcorn butter all over their ass. Yeah,
Yep. With that being said, thank y'all for tuning in to Geek Beast and Crosstalk with the Binge-Worthy crew. We'll be back in like 15 minutes at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time and 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you're somewhere in between, you get to figure it out for yourselves. Thank you all. Shout out to Digital Click for always giving us our marketing materials. Shout out to the Funk for curating our stories for us, and shout out to Rodney for being our technical producer and technical director and keeping us on time. Thanks, Rodney.
Well, good.
With,
Sorry,
with that
Rodney.
being said, peace out, everyone.